All right. Senator Bernie Sanders, independent of Vermont's presidential campaign, raised $18 million in the second quarter of 2019 and transferred an additional $6 million from other campaign accounts, injecting a total of $24 million into his coffers as he heads into the second half of the year. Sanders campaign manager Fazai Shakir said that the senator's fundraising haul was bolstered by more than 1 million contributions in the second quarter alone, saying that 99% of those donations were 100 or less, with an average contribution size of 18. Shakir estimated that the campaign will report having roughly 30 million in cash on hand when it files its second quarter report later this month. So, this is not the main story here. I wanted to start off with that. The Biden and Buttigieg, you know who I'm talking about, the goofy mayor. Their campaigns reported for the dumb mayor was 21 million, and for Biden it was 24 million. Now this has led CNN and other sources to say, along with Sanders being in fourth place in one poll in Iowa, thanks to Harris getting a bump from that performance in that debate, to say Sanders' campaign is dying. Is he going to be able to make a comeback? Just freaking out, going hysterical, right? But what I think is really funny is what they don't tell you, because they're pointing out the money stuff and also the polling. So Trump has raised over 100 million, more than any Democrat. And you can chalk it up to him being the only Republican that people actually think is going to have like a chance of winning the primary because he's one of only two people running. You can make that be a whole bunch of different things. But the point is that he's raised over 100 million, more than anybody else currently running anyway, and he has repeatedly been behind both Sanders and Biden in national polls. What does that tell you? That in a lot of cases, all the money in the world can't defy a lack of votes to go along with that funding. Case in point, people often talk about the free advertising Trump received during his previous presidential campaign, whereas Clinton had to spend millions of dollars to, just in her efforts. I've been told she raised more than he did. I'm not sure. But so we've already proven that the fundraising by itself isn't what determines or what makes or breaks a campaign, especially if the person is still getting millions and millions of dollars. Go over to the polling. They do one poll in Iowa where Harris leads, right? Not even leads, is in second place, and they go, "Oh my God, Sanders, it's over." Now, I want to ask all these little stupid pundits something. Where were you when Harris was polling at 4, 5, 6% in Iowa up until that debate happened? When it was Sanders, at one point it was Sanders, Biden, and the mayor. Then it was Sanders, Biden, and Warren. And I did not see anyone saying Harris needs to drop out. There's no way she can win. It's all over. Can she resurrect her deceased, decrepit presidential campaign? No one was doing that. But the second Sanders has what appears to be a drop in support, which I don't even believe, as far like we've actually been over this, that Harris takes away Biden and Warren voters because the Sanders one are a more tight-knit group that stick by their person. Case in point, myself. But, I haven't seen anything that remotely resembles the paranoia that's been going on for the last couple of days, when Harris was just falling and falling month after month. Like, seriously, between when she announced in January and when she, I'd say probably March. So after those first couple of weeks of her campaign, it was just dip, dip, dip. Then they put O'Rourke in here, and then he started dipping, and they've all been going down that same path. But I find that really interesting that no one is asking, why, if Trump has all this money, why is he polling behind Sanders? And if Harris is such a successful presidential candidate, why was her campaign failing everywhere, even in her home state of California, my state? She's in fourth place. But again, no one's saying, well, it looks like her campaign might not be able to survive. Like, are you kidding me? So the media's doing their little screw game. Uh, donate to Sanders, donate to Yang, donate to Tulsi, donate to anyone who's not a neoliberal. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.